Clean an old mechanical keyboard. Mechanical keyboards used to be very common and popular in the 90s and the earlier. And for many people, the feel and sound they give more closely resemble the typewriters they might have been previously used to. Since then, the mechanical keyboard has given way to cheaply produced rubber dome style keyboards, which will be familiar to us all. Generally, their keys are quieter, have little sensation, and smaller travel, which lead to a less satisfying typing experience. Mechanical keyboard have enjoyed a comeback driven by gamers who appreciate the better technicality and the response of a mechanical keyboard, as well as some professional typists. However, mechanical keyboards are very often expensive, many models well over $100, and choosing one can seem tricky. In this, I buy an old keyboard online and just restore it to be as good as new. Here are also a list of things you will need to carry out the restoration. Keycap puller. I recommended the wire type should be very cheaply available online. Denture tables. These are excellent for making a solution to clean the keys. Wet wipes, cotton buds, paper towel for cleaning the chassis of the keyboard. PS2 to USB converter. This will allow you to use the old keyboard if your laptop or PC only has USB input available. A lot many modern motherboard will support the PS2 input. If you are purchasing a converter, it is important to search an active converter rather than a simple one. A simple mechanical keyboard. Step 1. Choosing and buying the keyboard. There are huge variety of old keyboards available, but no extremely common and good quality keyboards in the Dell 8101 family. They are larger series of keyboard from the 90s based on the Alpha Bigfoot series. I picked up a Dell 8102W, which has one of the last models, probably dating from 1998 2000. Despite their age, they were very solid built. They can last for ages, and luckily the material chosen make them easy to clean. You will definitely be able to pick up one of this range very cheaply online, but it make a perfect beginner mechanical keyboard. The switches used in mine are Alpha SKCM black switches, which are heavy tackle switches and they make a very satisfying sound when used. The keyboard has a nice weight, so won't move when typing, and appreciate having a full-size keyboard. Just cover cosmetic cleaning. It does not cover the repair of a non-functioning keyboard, so make sure that the examples you are purchasing is at least functional. Some picture. The step 2, removing the keycaps. Over the decade, keycaps will often yellow and will pick up nasty grins and grease. Let's clean these to make them good to look at hygienic. To start with, we'll need to remove them all from the casing being of a full-size keyboard. This might take you a little while. You will need a keycap puller. Gently hook the wire of the keycap puller under the opposite corner of each key. Give it a little wiggle, then pull directly upward, and the keycap should pop up, leaving the exposed switch below. Be very careful not to remove them at the angle, as you might break the stem of the keycap. I'll mention how I fixed in the latter step for this. The large key such as spacebar, enter, backspace, etc. have a wire assembly beneath them as well to give better support. These are slightly harder to remove. Just make sure you pull directly upwards. The wire clip is held in some small plastic fasteners, which are friction fitted into the keycap body and the chassis. These might be pulled out as the keycap comes away, but they are easy push back up into place, as you can see in the pictures. Step 3. Cleaning the keycaps. Now we remove all keycaps from a keyboard chassis. It's time to clean. A commonly recommended method to soak them into a mixture with the denture tables, which for a proved to be very effective. Take up your mixing bowl with the keycaps and fill up with the warm water. Now place the denture tables into the face and bubble and make a wide looking green portion with your keycaps floating around it. Make sure all the keycaps are sunburned and now leave them for 24 hours. Now you can see in the pictures. Step 4. Cleaning the chassis. Giving the keyboard a good shake upside down or outside will partially help. Allows your lead to sit down and meticulously clean around the base of each switch using the wet wipes and cotton buds. Take a little time and you won't be able to remove absolutely everything, but it can make a big difference. Be careful not to get the keyboard wet, apart from small amount of moisture from the wet wipes. After this, you will need to turn your attention to the plastic case of the keyboard itself. The wet wipes also did an excellent job of the keyboard's cable. The wipes remove all marks and stickiness, leaving it looking as good as new. You can see in the pictures. Step 4. Reassemble. When the keycaps are dry, you finish cleaning the body of the keyboard. It is time to reassemble. Luckily, it's much easier to put together. Against that it was to take apart. The keycaps can be reattached to the switches with a gentle push downwards. With the large key, make sure the wide spot in the place and then again push directly downwards onto the switch. So there we go. We got a nice mechanical keyboard for very little investment, and after this clean it should be as good as new. I typed this up only newly cleaned Bigfoot and look forward to using it much more. Note: not removing the keycaps, it can quite easily accidentally break the stem. It accidentally did this one key, but luckily there is no need to panic. It's quite easily revivable. You can see in the picture. Thank you.